I live in my hospital in fast. Or no packages. That was, yeah, RC is no office, no weekend, I got.
Are you coming to do? Maybe that.
That's the way it's speed. That's the plan. I'm going to push you out to the wall on the. Are we?
Yeah, it's by the birth, or you guys?
We're gonna have all electric cars, all electric. Cars. That's the.
You're fire.
Yeah. It wants to go down and rant.
And Anthony said he went to the,
Oh, yeah.
and Dan said, Jan said, he's excited, he's on his way, we hear this.
Yeah. It's fine, yeah. Most.
We're all on board. Yeah, it's you.
This is it. So I have this broken down. I don't actually responsible, but I'm the person that one of them also. And do I need it?
Entry. Oh, I'm sorry.
Full meeting, this is a caucus meeting, local federal council, Brown, please lead the pledge of allegiance. Pledge of allegiance, to the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Good evening, everybody. This meeting is being held in compliance with the New Jersey Open Public Meetings Act. It's been advertised in retrospect in the bulletin board downstairs and to all officials, so the borough social media channels. I ask for those of you who are present with us this evening, if you please silence your cell phones, and if you need to speak with somebody while we're conducting business, please do so outside of council chambers.
Mr. Fitzgerald.
Right.
Mr. McLean.
Here.
Ms. Morales. Here. Mr. Perno. Mr. Sparaza. Mr. Woods.
Here.
Have a farmer on.
Thank you very much. First item on the agenda is the public portion of the meeting. Anyone from the public who wishes to come forward and speak on any topic, you can come forward, state your name and address.
Very nice to one St. James Avenue. I just wanted to revisit two things you were talking about on behalf of the green team, particularly with regard to trees. I understand for the most part why some of the trees internal to the proposed redevelopment site need to go away. I understand that. The perimeter trees, however, I really see a good reason the perimeter trees need to be lost. I think the perimeter trees can easily be worked into any plan, specifically plans that we looked at. And I think it's really important that the town require the planner, the developer, the architect, hopefully the landscape architect, to plot the existing trees on the plan, because otherwise people can lose them. As you all know, we've lost a lot of trees in this town, and I just think it's really paramount important that we maintain them. And also, I think it would be positive for anyone investing in it to see this in a mature tree. There are some mature maples along that perimeter, and again, almost any plant could easily integrate those. I don't think the plan we've recently seen would save them if they were called out to be saved. I could thought that I've actually thought of them on the plan, and they couldn't be saved. They haven't been called out to be saved.
When we discussed it last time, I was talking about the trees in the center of the redevelopment. I'm not aware that any of the perimeter trees would be called here.
That's what we're talking about.
I know that there was a specific discussion about the big tree in front of the parking lot for the fire department, Verizon. And that will remain as not being removed. And I don't think there's any anticipation of any of the other perimeter trees. Only those that maybe where we are widening, where Kent County is widening the roadway. But otherwise, unless they were directly in the way of where the path is going to go, there's no anticipation for it.
I think that's great, but I don't think we should assume. I've seen 200-year-old trees cut down because people assumed they were going to be safe. I'm asking that you require design to say specifically perimeter trees to be maintained.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that, so long as, again, they're not always scheduled to.
And I just wanted to set the record straight on the rain garden. The rain garden is working perfectly. It's working as it's designed. I know you said the engineer said it wasn't. The criteria for evaluating whether a rain garden works is the existing rain garden. If the water is gone within 24 hours, anyone of you can check that out. It isn't within 24 hours. I just want to set the record straight on that. That's it. Thank you.
I'm sorry, I'm going to.
Oh, well, if you'd like to know about meetings, I mean, our comments from the green team were not to add a garden, but just a comment in the green garden. It does require very critical maintenance. Do a lot of it, so.
And Carrie, that's
Yeah.
wonderful, but I can't guarantee you're going to be here forever to maintain it, and I also can't guarantee anybody with as much qualification as you will be here to maintain it internally on our staff. So I understand what you're saying, and I appreciate the feedback.
Yeah. But it is.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else in the public? Okay, so hearing none, close that portion of the meeting. We'll move into old business, food truck update. We had talked about this last time. Sean, I don't know if you had an opportunity to speak with anybody in the business community about sort of what their feedback was on this and trying to understand. I think I said Sean. Anyway.
No, since the last meeting, I haven't had the opportunity to so we said once we got past small business, something to sit down with some leaders to rediscuss what we can. Like we talked about the last one, I think the primary concern was situational to the time and what was going on with the first Fridays or Friday markets with selling and whatnot. So probably sometime this week I'll reach out with them. Have a sit down and see if the conservators still the same work there, what will we do to help accommodate it and make it a little more palatable.
Okay. Yeah, if you could work on that, because I kind of want to get moving on this a little bit, because we're heading towards those winter months when it was represented to me that food trucks might actually be interested in having a more stationary location, that's more dependable, so, see if you can pull the group and see how they're feeling, and see how they're feeling on the concepts that we put forward before. Where we are basically breaking it down to a monthly fee that is relative to, the taxes that somebody would pay, that is owning a storefront. All right, awesome. Any other feedback on the food truck? PSCG road repair update, so, Denise, do you have any update on that? I know that you were in a meeting with them.
We had a meeting and they went out toward the areas. They're telling us that first, they're going to, get notification quicker regarding street openings.
You quite quicker, are they saying before they open the road, or as they were required to?
Yes, they're telling you that. That's what I'm being told. And I'm also being told that they're gonna come out and do the, strip between, Walnut, between, where the hole was opened and the end of the street. So that's, curb to curb, and not the entire street, but just to where the hole was opened.
Okay, is that consistent with our ordinance in terms of the moratorium?
It's consistent with being curb to curb, but it's not the entire route, because the entire route is what would have been from our moratorium.
The entire
The
road?
entire route. So
You're
it's
sure there's no outward limits in terms of feet beyond the disturbance?
not from what the engineer said,
That would seem to be
so that's kind
slightly
of,
abnormal.
this is the compromise. So that it would go from the end of the pole to the other end, which is, I think, 50 feet or something.
Is that the only roadway that? I mean,
Cedar Avenue has been addressed, they did go there and check that, and Public Works is driving around to all the streets to confirm that all the spots have been fixed that we have on our list of street.
And none of the other streets are in one corner,
Not
period.
just Cedar, and that's been addressed.
All right, so go ahead, Claudia.
People Avenue is a county road. I'm told that in the spring, they're gonna come out and redo it, that's what I'm told. So, that's the last notification I was given.
It's gonna be how it is right now. Cool. It's better than it was.
Yeah, they sanded it down a lot, like.
It's better. Probably better that they wait until after. Well, now that we're getting into the freeze period, they really can't.
Yeah, well, we're gonna shut down the election areas, they're not gonna be able to even get open, so.
Any other questions on the PSCG road repairs? We have a good relationship now. We're somebody that is still adding.
It's Patty, and then there's a new person that's taken over, and he's very eager to help the town, be involved with the town. So, we had a good.
Yeah, and I know, yeah, okay, good. PSCG's working with us on that other issue as well. All right, that's it for old business. New business, we have, the only thing in new business is we have a private session, we have, well, Tim, is this something that I can do in public session at this point? Announce this publicly? It's like, okay, so before we get into the private session, I will announce. For those of you that recall, we had been involved in a lawsuit with Citadel Road over renewal entity LLC, which is the owners of 606 West Maple. They had requested to transfer that property to another urban renewal entity, and in terms of our agreement with them, dictated that we had to approve that. Not that we had to approve it, but that they couldn't do that without our approval. We chose at that time, after going through the deliberative process, not to permit the transfer of the pilot agreement. The pilot agreement is the reduction in taxes that they would be paying on that property. Insofar as the current owner receives the economic benefit of redeveloping it with not just, basically paying zero or very low taxes for the last decade, but also access to a number of other state, local, and federal funds to help and rehab and redevelop that property. There were allegations that were made in state court that ultimately they were unsuccessful because of contract provisions, and then subsequently we pursued the borough as well as myself, Mr. Perno, Mr. Sprouts, and Mr. Sprouts pursued in federal court with allegations, including but not limited to that we acted in an anti-Semitic way, transferring the pilot. And after discovery had occurred and motions were filed, dispositive motions, I need to report that the borough was successful in knocking all its names out in the federal court, and we didn't get the apology that we were looking for, and you aren't going to get that, so I'm sorry. Those of us that wanted that, but we also had a federal court that federal judge that pretty much told them this is nonsense, and none of your claims are going to be upheld. So thank you to Madam, who did a ton of work on this in federal court, and they still have rights to appeal for the next 30 days. The decision of the federal court, but I thought that's important to put out there because it's something that's been sitting in conflict for a while. Our dispositive motion was filed in June, so we've been waiting to hear this decision for some time. So that's all I got on that. Okay. So the only item in the new business is private session for an update on matters of contract negotiations having to do with public employment agreement for the police contract. So there won't be any action that's taken unless we come out of private session. So I'll entertain a motion to move to private session. Mr. Wilson first, and Alex the second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstentions. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you.